over here so that I show up on this little bit of the side screen. And then the other thing I'm going to do is I'm going to switch this over to, well, no, I'm going to leave it on the teacher role. You'll notice up here for me, I can switch it between teacher and student role. And if I switch it to student role, which I'll do in a little bit and show you the difference, because there's some things that you can't see that I can see. What I want to do is take just a few minutes and walk you through the Sakai site so that you know where everything is and just give you a guide because so much of this class is going to be on Sakai. So we're here at the home page, and here you'll find the announcements. So whenever I issue an announcement, which I do at least once a week, they will be up here on the upper right. On the left is information, just general information about the class, very similar to what's on page 1 of the syllabus. There is a link here to the Getting Started page, which we'll show you in a minute. If you haven't gone to the Getting Started page, it's a good place to start, obviously. And so course information here on the left, course description, a little bit of my information as well. So this will always be here every time you log into the Sakai site. Okay, so let's look at the next tab, which is the Getting Started tab that I mentioned earlier. This will give you just some brief information. There is a video here for you, and then welcome information as well as the checklist of things to do before our first meeting. So this is important because there are things that are due on the first day of class, so make sure that you've done them. They're not that hard, but you still have to do them. Okay. Support resources. So because again so much of this is on Sakai, I listed here all of the support resources that are available to you, including tech support, academic support, and then if of course you are a student with a disability, the disability support information as well. So any help you need, if you can't get it from me or if I'm not available, should be there. The next tab is the syllabus. And you will find here a link to a video going through the syllabus, as well as a link to the syllabus tab. Let's see, where is it taking me in the wrong place? Oh, I see. I'm in the wrong place. Let me click here. This is what's on the syllabus tab, is a link to the syllabus review, which is where the video is, and then here's where you will find the current version of the syllabus. So every time I make changes, I'll post them to this page, so make sure to check back for that. This is the schedule, and this will change as time goes by, but this tells you what content we're covering on what days, so that you know what to read and what's due. There's going to be something due almost every week, so you'll have to make sure you keep on top of that, and that will be posted here. This is the announcements, similar to the announcements that are on the home page, but this will be the whole archive of them. So if I have sent anything to the class that has information, you can always go back and find it here. It'll always come into your email also, but if you can't find it and need to reference it, then it'll be saved here. The course is broken into modules. So the first module is module 0, which is where you are now. And that is just introductory information before the first day of class. Excuse me. The rest of the class is broken into 4 modules. Now, each one has 3 topics, and will take about 3 weeks. Will take 3 weeks to get through, and there's a test at the end of each one. Now, what you'll notice here on my screen is that Module 2, Module 3, and Module 4 are italicized. That's because they're only available to me. If I click the roll back to student, and we go back to Module 0, this is what it'll look like to you, and you'll notice on the left-hand side that there are fewer tabs available to you. As the modules become available, they'll show up here underneath Module 1. So let's look at Module 1 real quick. This is the first content that we'll cover. So we're going to cover 3 topics. The first is ethics. The second is the foundations of law. That one we will split over a couple of weeks because there's so much in it. And then topic 1.3 is agency. And this will look very similar for each week. Then you'll have some blog post assignment that will be due during each module. We'll also be working on it each week in class. And then there's a test at the end of the module. The test won't be available until we get to the end of the module. All right. The forums are an important part of this class because it's blended. These are the forums that I always have in every class: general questions, admin questions, substantive questions, test questions. You will be required to post a personal introduction here to topic 0.1, personal introduction. And then when you want to select your blog post topic, you'll post that here. The others are all, there's one forum for each topic. So each week when we're covering some material, you're going to be expected to be participating in the forum for that week's class. And it's whatever you feel like talking about, questions, comments, anything like that. Okay, all of the assignments are here. You will also see them in the pages, the other module pages and topic pages, but this is a list of all of them and their due dates over here, which should correspond to the schedule, although sometimes there's glitches and I have to fix that. The blog post assignment has its own page here, and this is everything you need to know about the blog post assignment. We'll be talking about this in class, but this assignment goes on throughout the whole semester. And the end result is you write an article that you'll post to this blog if you want to, and this semester we'll be doing it as a group assignment, so you'll be working in a group. Okay, everything you need for the extra credit is here on this tab. I decided to do this because students would lose the announcements that I sent and the link to the reflection, but when you go to a campus lecture, you will then click on this Google Forms link and it will take you to the reflection that you have to turn in. And then there's information about all the different events that qualify for extra credit. Tests and quizzes, pretty self-explanatory. You'll see here there are these ungraded check your knowledge topic quizzes. Those are you don't have to do them. They're just at the end of each learning objective is a quick check your knowledge quiz that you can take to see if you test how well you understand it. They're simple, and you don't have to do them. They're optional. And they're not all loaded in here yet, but then here are the reading quizzes. These have to be completed at the end of each chapter, so there's a reading quiz for each chapter. And then you'll see other tests on here. Because I'm in student mode, you don't see the other tests on here yet. These are just the ones that have been released. This is the gradebook. It's pretty detailed. It gives you each of the assignments for everything that we're going to be doing, including attendance, the blog post, participation, reading quizzes. All of it is in here. Again, you're only going to see what's been released so far, so you won't see everything. And I will update it as I can, as quickly as I can during the semester. And then last is the email archive. I'm not going to use this a whole lot, but when I do send class emails, you can always go back and reference them here. So that's why I always put that there, just in case you lose the email and need some information about the class. Okay, that's the quick tour of the Sakai site. Hopefully that was helpful. If you have any questions, of course, please let me know or post in the forums, and I look forward to seeing you in class. Thanks.